Hi friends, this is Bilal Ahmed and with me I have my co-presenter Rahul Potraj. Today I'm going to talk about some unknown facts this world know. Today I'm going to tell you something about cutting stone technology using electric power during the ancient time. Cutting stone. What is cutting stone? Cutting stone is nothing but removal of extra layer of stone to get a desired shape or a desired structure. Out of seven wonders of world, three main and the oldest wonders of world are made by complete stone. One is Leaning Tower of Pisa, two is Taj Mahal, and three is Pyramids of Giza. Considering the biggest marvel of this world, Pyramids of Giza is nothing but systematic arrangement of stones together that form a pyramid. Have you ever imagined how they lifted the stone? Before lifting it, how they cut the stone? Let me go deep into the topic and let me tell you how they used electric power for cutting the stone. Before getting into the topic, how they cut the stones, let us know, let us imagine how they use electric power in cutting the stone. Let's take an example. Cutting stone needs a rotatory power or a sliding power. Let's imagine a stone that is being placed on a fixture and using a big rotatory blade which is probably having 1000 rpm, cutting the stone in today's generation that uses water as the coolant and heavy motors using electricity as the running power to cut the stone. As we know, humans struggle till today's day in cutting the stone for a long time. How would have the ancient people used electricity for cutting stone and constructing a biggest marvel of this world? Let's see, when we look closer to the structure made by them, it is having smooth texture, like polished structure and very exact dimensions that were used in construction of pyramid. The biggest question here is, how did they cut this stone? I mean, what kind of technology they used for cutting the stone? There is one thing for sure, that they were using electricity as the main power. We know very well that they were using electricity as the power, but let us imagine that there wasn't any electric power in that age. Let's imagine how they used to cut the stone. Could you imagine this precision without using automated machines? Let's consider people using chisels and hammers to get this precision. Is it possible? It's for sure not possible without using electric automated machines. When we did background research on this very technology that they used during ancient times, let's consider once again ancient people using hammer and chisel. Let's see here what it is. Can you imagine drilling a hole exactly of equal diameter using hammer and chisel? Is it possible without using any kind of machine? No, simply no. Let's see here how straight the ball is and how exactly it is shaped. This shows how perfectly they use tools for cutting the stones and getting the precision they needed. Let's talk about what kind of technology they could have used for cutting these types of stones when we came to a point that they were using electricity as their power. According to our background research and many assumptions, we ended up on a single technology they could have used as we use till today, that is shaping technology. Considering the hypothesis, you can see the drawing here which we made. There is an electric powered wheel on one side and a flywheel on other side. These two are connected by a rotating shaft supporting by two pillars here. And there is an arm which is connected to a blade which cuts the stone. This arm here is in oscillating motion, which is connected by a guider here. When this part of this machine rotates here, this rod rotates with it, and the flywheel, as you know, rotates with it, and this connector helps the arm to oscillate, move forward and backward, which has a connecting blade which moves forward and backward like this in this motion. Okay, when we come to the practical part, as you can see here, considering this very prototype as our working model, as you can see, there is a wheel connected here that is powered by electricity in reality, but we made it out of wood. So this part is considered as the electric powered wheel, which has a connecting rod that rotates and powers the flying wheel connected on the other end. The flying wheel is again connected by a joint which helps the arm to move forward and backward in reciprocating order. And after that, as you can see, there is a joint here which has a heavy metal plate in reality, but there's a wood which guides the blade forward and backward for cutting the stone. When we rotate this part, and you can see this arm oscillates and helps the blade to move forward and backward. Likewise, it is powering the blade to cut the stone. Here you can see we listed out the parts of the claimed prototype. As you can see, the first one, word itself shows electric powered rotatory wheel. As I told you already, the wheel was completely powered by electricity. It can be powered by water or wind or steam, anything, because they have to cut. They can't be using hydropower or steam power or any kind of other power for cutting stones, because they have to cut 2,050,000 blocks in just 360 days. And you can see the first part is electric power rotary wheel, second one is cylindrical transmission shaft, which is guiding the flywheel. On third part, and the oscillating arm, which is connected to the flywheel, and heavy metal plate for guidance, which is guiding the blade forward and backward. High speed cutting tool. When we talk about the blade, they could be using different kind of metals as the cutting tool. We'll not discuss that one in detail. And we can see we have basic fixtures and base. After demonstrating my prototype, now I would like to conclude my demonstration here and ask my friend Rahul Potras to join me for a basic study what we did till now. Thank you.
Hi, this is Rahul. As we have seen our working prototype of stone cutting machine, which was powered by electricity in those days. So it's time for us now get into some conclusion. First thing, people of Egypt were using electricity to power stone cutting machines in 2500 BC, and high level of technology and automation was present. In those days, people were trained specially for operating these type of machines. They were using different metals as tools for stone cutting. They had universities for education and for industrial training. Not only cutting stones, but also polishing and surface finishing was done in those days. Let's review what we learned about industry, education and industrial education. First thing, industrial education has been under development on this planet from the starting of time. And propagating in the field of science and development is the basic role of education and also the basic requirement in any industry. There were universities established offering various vocations and fields of studies. There were manufacturing courses in order to train people for field jobs. Now if we see, electromagnetism, electrochemistry, mathematics, designing, protection technology was already in use by ancient humans. Generations have passed inventing machines for multiple usage. The procedures and patterns as we follow in today's world is nothing but reapplying ancient ways of work patterns. Industrial education, what we learn today is re-engineering and rediscovery of ancient documented researches, and it is their technology which is helping today's generation think wide and leave their legacy. So these are the few references which helped us in our research. I, Rahul, and my co-presenter Bilal, we would like to thank you all people for watching this video.